What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simple Sports Hub, man, where we talk all things Washington Commanders football here. Day 9 in the books, man, and your boy was on site. Let's talk about it. All right, man. So look, day 9 in the books, man. Your boy. Today was the day for everyone that was season ticket holders to pull up to the field and get their own day for the training camp. Practice. And I pulled up. Me and my pops and a good friend of mine that's a Commanders fan as well. We pulled up. And let me just say this right here. I'm gonna preference this. Last year, before all the success, last year, even with us drafting Jaden and not knowing that we was gonna make it to the NFC Championship, like all this that played a part, I pulled up. I'm like, all right, bet. Like it was pretty empty. It wasn't like a normal training camp for season ticket holders. You know what I'm saying? It was like pretty empty. It wasn't nothing crowd. It wasn't too crowded or nothing like that. I had some good seats at the 50-yard line. And it was like, so I'm like, all right, this year, I'm going back. I don't expect it to be a big crowd because everybody else done already went. We done seen a lot of the content creators go day one of training camp. We seen a lot of the fans out there, having a good time, watching camp. I'm like, all right, we good. I leave the house, a little late than what I was anticipated to do because you know how I am. But y'all don't know, but yeah, I'm procrastinating a little bit. That good sleep around 3, 4 o'clock be like some good hours. But anywho, all right, man, my mans and my pops get there, and bro, like the line was wrapped around the parking lot. Damn, dear. I'm like, oh shit, like this is what 1 year of success can do for a fan base. It can pull out all these new, like, I'm not saying new, but it's just like last year we didn't see all these season ticket holders like at this specific practice. Like I didn't see, like, the gate area was like empty. You can walk up and get autographs. I looked at that line. I said, "Oh yeah, bro." I said, "Pops." I told my good man. I said, "Hey, look, Slim, we ain't going. Yeah, it ain't no autographs this year. I'm out of here. As soon as they say practice over, I'm out. I'm beelining to the car. I'm going home." But like, hey man, year one success brought out all of these fans, man, and it was crowded. It was packed. I was thoroughly like shocked. I'm like, dang, next year they say, yeah, people was lining up at 4 a.m. I'm like, damn, like it was a game or something. Like, all right, that's how it is. But I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it to be that crowded. But it was, and it was a good turnout. It was a good practice. It wasn't no pads involved. And if y'all do want to see, you know what I'm saying, some footage that I did cop, man, y'all go over and check my TikTok, man. I'm gonna drop a video over there and I'm gonna drop a YouTube short. Just putting some little clips together, my time at Commanders training camp. All right. So now let's get into the practice part. Let's get into the practice part. I apologize if I ran it a little bit. Appreciate everybody that's still tuned in. All right, man. Day 9, no pads. It was, it looked like a similar, you know what I'm saying, like just walkthrough type of practice. But it's game week. Y'all know, man. We travel up to Foxborough. We gonna be practicing, doing joint practice with New England Patriots. Because that's what our first preseason game is against this Friday. Um, and it didn't seem like, I don't know, man, just didn't seem like a very hype and intense practice. It looked like it was guys just, mentally preparing themselves for, their first preseason game. And I didn't expect to see, a lot from the starters because we're getting ready to gear up. I don't even think none of the starters and all that is going to play this week. But yeah, just watching some of the guys warm up, like seeing how they put the whole practice together was like, it just didn't seem like super energetic. Like it just didn't give off major energy. I'm just saying, that's just how I feel. But once the team came together, once JD5 came over to the main field, like it kind of like ramped up a little bit. It ramped up a little bit, and then the first play of 11v11. I'm not even sure they did 7v7. In my from where I was sitting at, it didn't even look like it was a like it was a 7v7, but it looked like it was all 11v11. So all right, let's break down practice. Out the gate, first team, I think defense. Y'all know I was majorly like I was like really tuned in. I saw Laramie Tussle working with Josh Conley early off. I could see like the DN pass rushes all the way on the far side of the field. The receivers came out back to where I was sitting at. They was warming up. I saw my man Ja'Cory Brooks. I got some good, you know what I'm saying, some good footage. And then one of the clips, I think, I don't even know if I bookmarked it or not, but B Rob was over there where I was sitting at, messing, throwing the football to the fans, getting them all hyped up, getting them ready for practice and all that. But the first team practice, like when they came together, offense versus defense, it felt like it was just like a real walkthrough, man. I seen Marshawn get beat on the play against Chris Moore. We're gonna see that in the what's the name? And then after that, he was, they went back at him again on the deep pass. It was an overthrow, but he was pretty much there. But after that, I didn't even see Marshawn on the field no more. But the big play of the day is our guy Trey Amos, man, made a pick. Took one from Chris Moore. The ball was badly thrown by JD. But the rookie made a play, man. He had two good plays, and then he had another good play against Luke McCaffrey. And I'm sitting in the stands, and it's like, man, you don't want to be saying bad stuff about people, about the players and all that, because you never know how other fans may feel about a particular player. But hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna say this is nothing against Luke McCaffrey. I still think that he is, still learning the wide receiver position and still, trying to develop his routes and learn how to. But he was not getting a lot of separation on the routes that he was running and some of the passes that was thrown to him. He just didn't look like he was, too like he couldn't get that separation that I would want to see. Chris Moore looked good. Ja'Cory Brooks had a couple of catches. Debo made a hell of a catch, which I'm not saying it right now, but it just looked like, man, they have a play where that slot fade is definitely they bread and butter to Debo. Like, I seen him run it like 2 times at practice, and he definitely won on both of them. He caught one, it was an amazing catch. Then the second one, it was kind of like a PI right there. But we didn't see a lot of the second year guys. I didn't see Jordan McGee out there. I didn't see Frozone. I didn't. Brandon Coleman, of course, he had the injuries. Dan Quinn kind of spoke to keeping him out. They don't know if he's going to travel up to Foxborough to And hey, we don't need him to travel. Go ahead, rehab, get together. We'll see you preseason game 2 or 3. To get your body back. Ready to go. Hopefully, nobody really said nothing about the actual injury. We saw Von Miller out there, Dorrance Armstrong. It was good seeing some of the players that I'm pointing out players. I'm like, oh, all right, that's such. Then I seen some players that I haven't seen. Tay Martin, he looked like skinny as hell. Like he looked like he about a buck. Like he looked like Devontae Smith build. You know what I'm saying? But like 6'3". Then we got to see the guy that we just signed from DC Defenders, Sanders. He made a nice little catch today. Nothing too crazy, nothing too. We saw JD5. He got a lot of praise, of course. But that's like really it. Like it wasn't no real like, oh my God, this play. But I'll mention this again, and everybody's talking about it. Our running back 7th-round pick Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like he just looked like he is ready to take over the league, man. He's ready to take over that running back room. I'm not saying that he's going to be taking B-Rob position. I honestly still think that, when it's a payday, like when it's that pay year, that's when you see the best out of certain players. Like they pull out some type of not trick bag, but they pull out something out their bag. They pull out that Louis bag and they ready to bump. You know what I'm saying? We saw it with Deron Payne. We've seen it a lot of times. I'm just going to say that. But seeing B-Rob, man, I do think that this is the year that he eclipsed that 1,000 yards, man. Just looking at the offense, man, Cliff is seeming to be calling a lot more, run plays. And it looks like the O-line is, they got beat on some plays. Like looking at their interior line, Ken Law is everything that everybody been talking about. Slim looked like he looked like one of those big uncoordinated but athletic. Like he looked like he just got some type of athleticism in him. Like, but he looked like his build, his stature just looked like he ain't supposed to be playing football. Like he's supposed to be doing something else. But he actually is doing everything that he supposed to be, because he made a play. He blew up the inside pause. No Diddy. And then there was one play, man. I saw Allegretti like just not block nobody. Man, what the hell are you doing, Slim? And it's like, man, Sam Cosmi, please come back, bro. We need you back week 1. Don't rush it, but we need you back. We saw Josh Connolly Jr. Take some snaps at right tackle. Then I saw Laramie Tunsil, man. And his stance, man, I don't know if it was just the run fit stance or he was just getting ready for the run. But Slim got some bend to him, and he like 6'4", 6'5". Like, but you also got to see, and I'm gonna say this, man. Shout out to JD5, man. But the way that my man was approaching, like running to the field, and as they was gearing up to go 11v11, man, I don't know, it was just the outfit, man. It looked like Slim just rolled out the bed and said, all right, man, where my helmet at? Like, let's go. All right. He had on some baggy sweatpants. Not super baggy, but he had on some loose sweatpants on, and then the loose long sleeve. And like his demeanor just looked like, man, I'm here for another day. But he was tapped in, man. He was, giving some praise to the fans. Like, he signed autographs and all that. But it just looked like he just rolled. Y'all know that roll out of bed outfit if y'all wear like pants going to sleep, like the little sleeper pants. That's what it looked like. Or he's about to go make a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich down in the kitchen. Something like that's the way it looked. But JD was at practice. So let's go through it, man. Let's zoom through what they talking about. All right, here we go. Trey Amos was tight in coverage against Chris Moore. Jaden Daniels threw the ball slightly behind him, and Amos stole the ball from from Moore off his back shoulder for a pick, and that's when the crowd kind of like was like, oh snap, like. So it was good to see by Trey Amos, man. Actually sticking with a play. Hold on, my bad. My sound not cut on. Let me see. There we go. So this is what I couldn't see on the opposite end. Like, I could see them working, but I couldn't see, like, each player. No Javon Baptiste was out there today. Some of these guys I ain't even seen before. And we know number 99. Okay. All right. Who we got right here? We got Von Miller.
New culture, new team. What's it been like for you?
It's good, man. It's been like the first 2 weeks at a new school. You making new friends. You learning your teachers and learning your assignments. But going on to week 3, I'm starting to feel comfortable. Starting to feel good here.
Why was Washington the best fit for you? Because I'm sure you had other suitors.
Yeah. This offense is great. DQ is great. If you paired up with a good offense that's going to score points, it allows me to do what I do and go chase quarterbacks and kind of defend that lead.
I'm gonna end it with this, man. Seeing Von Miller at practice, bro, there's some stuff that, like, if you a young pass rusher in the room with Von Miller, man, like, seeing how he go about practice, bro. I promise you, man, after each rep that he had today, whether he was in the play or not in the play, and he was coming out, like they were subbing him out, Slim literally ran, like he jogged to the goal line and then jogged back. I'm like, damn, man, like that. Like, if you a young guy that's just looking like how to prepare and how to go about being a professional football player, man, like seeing his body of work on film and on the stat sheet and just knowing that he was a dog back in Denver and with LA and with the Bills, like, it's like, damn, like, you want that type of guy in your locker room, because we got a lot of young guys that's probably looking like, man, how I could go about practice. But just seeing him, like, jog down to the, like, after the play, he'll jog down to the goal line and he'll run it back. It's like, hey, man, that's good to see that he's bringing that type of, mentality to our team. He's also, being a teacher and being a teacher to some of the young guys that we got in the locker room. So that was good to see. All right, here we go. Here go B-Rob. So, yeah, this is where I was sitting at right here, y'all. Y'all ain't going to see me, but, yeah, I'm actually, like, right here. Yep, there go my pops right there. But he was playing catch. And after this right here, y'all going, hey, I'm going to tell y'all what I said. I said, fumble! I said, oh, man, he ain't ready. He ain't ready, y'all. Here we go. Zach Ertz. JD 5 to Ertz. Running that crossing route. And then in 11v11s, like the very first play for each drive at the beginning, JD went right to Zach Ertz. That's going to be a security blanket, man. Oh, they got too much music. We ain't trying to get copyright. All right, Jake Lewis, Commanders news before training camp day. Offensive lineman Brandon Coleman will be held out of today's practice per Dan Quinn. As you can see, we got JD 5 sign autographs. I did not stand in that line, y'all. I was waiting on my Jamaican beef patty. That's what it was. Shout out to the food trucks that was out there. Running backs. Talking with DQ and Austin Eckler. DQ was all over the field, man. Cliff Kingsbury said Bill has had some good flashes. Looking forward to seeing how he does against other competition in New England. And I'm going to drop a video slowly about us playing against New England. Here go Marshawn Lattimore. Footwork. Let's see what we got. Whip on the corners. Trey has had a good day. Has had a good day every day. Marshawn is healthy and looking better. Sandestill and Iganagabi touch the ball every practice. Okay, let's see. Wow, absolutely incredible catch from Debo. Good coverage from Jonathan Jones, but Daniels put it exactly where it needed to be. Now it was that was a beautiful thrown ball. I don't think you could throw it any better. And Debo just made a hell of a catch. Like Jonathan Jones was right there on that play. Like he was literally right there, stride for stride too. Cliff Kingsbury said Debo Samuel is extremely competitive and willing to do whatever the staff asks, whether it's inside or outside. And like during practice, like you seen him line up outside, but he lined up majority on the inside, and you seen him line up inside the tight end area, like chipping and then releasing. Then he ran a little drag route, caught it. But that he don't mind. And he said this in San Francisco, so it's kind of like now it's like, all right, I heard him say it, because that's what they was putting him using him as a utility guy in San Francisco, and he excelled at it. Cliff Kingsbury, what we got? Dan Quinn addressing the media. Brandon Coleman, all right, we saw that, read that. Really nice catch and stride by Chris Moore against Lattimore. The vet keeps standing out, and that was the play that it looked like he ran a crosser across the field. And like it was just a great play. Like Marshawn was there. It's just that Chris Moore made a hell of a catch. Bill with a pretty run to the left, one cut and made it into the second level. All right, here we go, man. Day 9, Detroit Wise, first one on the field. But man, that was me at camp today, man. It was not too hot outside. It actually felt pretty good. Like the sun was beaming for a little bit, but practice was practice, man. It wasn't padded. I wish I could have saw a padded practice, but it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about day 9, man. Y'all drop a comment, like this video, man. Also subscribe to the channel, y'all. We trying to run it up to 800 subscribers, man. Hopefully we can reach 1,000 before the end of the year. So that's my goal. That's my, I'm trying to push and strive towards something, man. But look, we trying to run it up to 800 now. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Let me know what y'all guys think. Raise hell, baby. I'm out of here.